witness here. You took advantage of Mrs. Chater. If that is not bad,
me, if you don't listen to a word I said.
I have heard you. I do not deny I welcome your regard. God knows one's little appreciated if he stands outside the coterie hags who surround Geoffrey and the Edinburgh. And I'd very much like to know the name of the scoundrel who slandered my first home, the maid of Turkey and the Piccadilly Recreation, too.
Maid of Turkey? Oh, I have that by my bedside. When I cannot sleep, I take up the maid of Turkey like an old friend.
There you are! And the scoundrel wrote he would not give to his dog for dinner when it's stuffed with chestnuts and covered with bread sauce. When Mrs. Chater read that, sir, she wept, sir. She would not give herself to me for a fortnight. Which recalls me to my purpose.
New poem, however, will make your name perpetual.
Whether it do or not.
It is not a question, sir. The Count of Eros will take the task.
Is that your estimation?
It is my intent.
Is it? Well, well. I do not understand you.
You see, I have an early copy sent to me for review. I say review, but I speak of an extensive appreciation of your gifts and your rightful place in English literature.
Well, I must say that you certainly. You've written it.
Not yet.
Ah. And how long does?
I make notes, of course. I order my thoughts, and when all is ready and I am calm in my mind.
Did Mrs. Chater know of this before you?
I think she very likely did.
There is nothing that woman would not do for me. Now you have insight into her character. By God, she is a wife to me, sir.
For that alone, I would not make her a widow.
Captain Bryce once made the same observation. Mr. Hodge, let me inscribe your copy in happy anticipation. Lady Thomasina's pen will serve us.
Your connection to Lord and Lady Croom you owe to fighting her ladyship's brother.
No, it was all nonsense, sir. A mistake, but a very fortunate mistake, sir. Brought me the patronage of a captain of His Majesty's Navy, the brother of a countess. I doubt Mr. Walter Scott can say as much. And here I am, a respected guest at Sidney Park.
Well, sir, I guess you can say you have received satisfaction. Mr. Knox! My dirty-minded rascal, where is your spyglass?
I beg your leave, sir. I have her ladyship. Excuse me. To my dear friend, Septimus Hodge, who stood up and gave his best on behalf of the author Ezra Chater at Sidley Park, Derbyshire, April 10, 1809. There, sir. Something to show your grandeur.
This is more than I deserve. This is handsome. What do you say, Noakes?
I also heard the gazebo.
Oh, no, not the gazebo. Mr. Noakes, what is this I hear?
Not only the gazebo, but the boathouse, the Chinese bridge, even the shrubbery.
By God, sir, not possible.
Oh, Mr. Noakes will have it so.
Mr. Noakes, this is monstrous!
I'm glad to hear it from you, Mr. Hodge.
May I return now?
Not just yet!
Yes, let her stay. Unless that in too wisdom.
Is Sidney Park to be an Englishman's garden, or the heart of Corsican brilliance?
Let us not hyperbolize, sir.
It is rape, sir. It is the modern style. Regrettable, of course, but so it is.
Mr. Chater, you show too much submission. Mr. Hodge, I appeal to you.
Madam, I regret the gazebo. I sincerely regret the gazebo. And the boathouse up to a point, but the Chinese bridge, the fantasy, and the shrubbery I reject with contempt. Mr. Chater, would you take the word of jumped-up jobbing gardener who sees carnal embrace in every nook and cranny of the landscape?
Septimus, they are not speaking of carnal embrace, are you, Mamma?
Certainly not. What do you know of carnal embrace?
Well, everything thanks to Septimus. In my opinion, Mr. Nick's scheme for the garden is perfect. It is a Salvatore.
What does she mean?
Salvatore Rossi, your ladyship, the painter. He is indeed the very exemplar of the picturesque style.
Hodge, what is this?
She speaks from innocence, not from experience.
You call it innocence. Has he ruined you, child?
Answer your uncle.
How is a ruined child different from a ruined castle?
On such questions I defer to Mr. Noakes.
A ruined castle is picturesque, certainly.
That is the main difference. I teach the classical authors. If I do not elucidate their meaning, who will?
Well, as her tutor, you have a duty to keep her in ignorance.
You don't put down in paradox, Edward. It puts you in danger of fortuitous wit. Thomasina, went to your bedroom.
Yes, Mamma. I did not intend to get you into trouble, Septimus. I'm very sorry for it. It is clear there are some things a girl is allowed to understand. These include the whole of algebra. But there are others, such as embracing a side of beef, which must be kept from her till she is old enough to have a carcass of her own.
What is she talking about?
Meat.
Meat?
Thomasina, you had better remain. Your knowledge of the picturesque obviously exceeds anything the rest of us know. Mr. Hodge, ignorance should be like an empty vessel waiting to be filled with the well of truth, not a cabinet of all the curios. Mr. Noakes, now at last it is your turn.
Thank you, your ladyship.
Your picture is certainly a wonderful transformation. I would not have recognized my own garden if it were not for your ingenious book, is it not? Look. Here is the garden as it appears to us now, and here as it might be when Mr. Noakes has done with it. But there is the familiar pastoral refinement of an Englishman's garden. Here is an eruption of gloomy forest and towering crag, of ruins where there was never a house, and of water dashing against rock where there was neither spring nor stone I could not through the length of a cricket pitch. My poisoned dell has become a haunt for hobgoblins, and my Chinese bridge, which I am assured is superior to the one at Kew, and for all I know at Peking, is usurped by a fallen obelisk overgrown with briars.
Lord Little has one very similar.
I cannot relieve Lord Little's misfortunes by adding to my own. Pray, what is this rustic hovel that presumes to superimpose itself on my gazebo?
That is the Hermitage, madam.
The Hermitage. I am bewildered.
It is all irregular, Mr. Noakes.
It is, sir. Irregularity is one of the chiefest principles of the picturesque style.
But Sidley Park is already a picture, and a most unusual picture too. The slopes are green and gentle. The trees are companionably grouped at intervals that show them to advantage. The rill is a serpentine ribbon unwound from the lake, peaceably contained by meadows, on which the right amount of sheep are tastefully arranged. In short, it is nature as God intended, and I can say with the painter, act in Arcadia ego. Here I am in Arcadia, Thomasina.
Yes, Mamma, if you would have it so.
Is she correcting my taste or my translation?
Neither are beyond correction, Mamma, but it was your geography caused the doubt.
Something has occurred with the girl since I saw her last. And surely that was yesterday. How old are you this morning?
13 years and 10 months, Mamma.
13 years and 10 months. She is not due to be paired for 6 months at the earliest, and I have notions of taste for much longer. Mr. Hodge, I hold you accountable. Mr. Noakes, back to you.
Thank you, your ladyship.
You've been reading too many novels by Mrs. Radcliffe, that is my opinion. This is a garden for the Castle of Otranto, or the Mysteries of Godolphin.
The Castle of Otranto, my lady, was written by Horace Walpole.
Mr. Walpole the gardener.
Mr. Chater, you are a welcome guest at Sidley Park, but while you are one, the Castle of Otranto was written by whomsoever I say it was. Otherwise, what's the point of being a guest, or having one? Ah, I have reached the ground. Speak to his lordship on the subject, and we will see by and by. No. Honest, how much your friend has got down a pigeon. Bravo, sir.
The pigeon, your ladyship, I'm sure, fell to your husband or to your son, Lord Byron,